lot of things that will make us comfortable in a restorative class. So yeah, blankets. You sometimes can get a little bit cool. The body temperature can drop in this kind of a class. So just making sure you've got layers to hand, blankets, jumpers, whatever you need. And yeah, just I'll give you a minute to grab those things. And then we're going to start in a seated position. So whenever you're ready, come to sit. It'd be great if you started on one of your blocks, but don't worry too much if you haven't got one. Or a little cushion. I'm sure everyone's got a cushion at home. Really lovely. And just to begin, just want to say hello and thank you all for being here. I say that because actually it can be quite hard to come to a restorative class. It's the thing we need the most. Often it's hard I know if anyone's like me, I'm quite yang energy. So I love to move. I love to keep moving through like fiery vinyasa practices. Whereas actually what my body needs is to ground down a lot more and to restore. So it's actually harder for a lot of people to come to this sort of a practice. So well done for doing that. That's sometimes the hardest bit. And the other thing to consider is the fact that we have moved into hibernation phase in the year, but the weather's been quite warm. So that can bring up quite a lot for different people. So what we're going to do today is, I mean, it's really lovely, don't get me wrong, but obviously the nights are drawing in and we know that the abyss of winter is approaching. So it's really lovely to just make sure that you are grounding when this happens, because we can get quite flighty when we get like it's almost like the yang summer energy had gone and then it's kind of come back, and it can be quite confusing. It can send people into a little bit of a weird energy. It's very strange times we're living in. So just ground yourselves in this practice is what I would say. I'll be working through the liver meridian, which is the part of the body that on one side of it, it can sit our anger and frustrations. On the flip side, if we open it and work into it, we find kindness, which is what we need. We need to be kind to ourselves because the world is the way it is. And we can only really show up for everyone else in our lives if we're being kind to ourselves first. So it's super, super important. So we're going to be working through lots of poses that expand from the ground down, essentially. So start sitting and then just feel a little bit of length through the spine as you root down. And just find a place for the breath to explore. So you'll start to feel the breath start to creep in. And you'll feel that the body will start to have a certain kind of energy to it as this might be the first seat you've taken through the day. So just notice your energy levels without any judgment. Just notice the breath as it moves through the body. Notice any fuzzy energy and just invite the breath into the depths, into deep realms of the body now. So just imagine it going really, really deep. And then really visualize as the breath leaves the body, the energy, the toxins leaving the body and just going out into the ether. So really finding that quality and length and depth of breath without forcing anything. So you're just acknowledging that the breath can go nice and deep, and what it's doing for you is feeding your body, it's feeding your cells, it's feeding your consciousness, conscious breath, conscious awareness. Does so much for us. So just anchoring into how the breath is showing up for you now. Don't judge the breath, just notice it. And just know that the way you're breathing says a lot about how your day has been, how you're moving through your life situation. So just use it as a guide. Acknowledge it without worrying about what it means. Just acknowledge it because it changes. It doesn't matter where your breath is at when you acknowledge it, because it will change. And where our attention goes, energy flows. So again, just imagine the breath going so deep into the deepest realms of the body. And then just explore places that need to soften a little bit more. maybe just parts of the body that you ignore, like the thighs, for example, the wrists, the forearms. Are you subconsciously gripping in these random parts of the body? And just check in now with the emotional body. So your body is the vessel that carries the emotional body. So your physical body is carrying this beautiful emotional body. And that's communicating to us as well. But quite often the emotional body is responding to the thinking mind. And the feelings we have, our emotional feelings, are a direct result of what we might be thinking. So just try and acknowledge that for a beat. Just try and become aware of what you're feeling about. It's not so much what you're thinking about, it's what you're feeling about. And I sometimes argue that our feelings aren't always valid if we're allowing ourselves to identify with too much negative thoughts, too many negative thoughts. So if your feelings are a lot, then just try to interrupt the mind with the breath. See what happens. It's okay to feel. It's okay to sit with sensation. It's good to do that. But just know when the mind might be taking you a little bit too far and you're identifying with that. Everything is okay in this moment, in your body, in your breath. You aren't under any immediate threat or danger. So just let the body know that. It doesn't know on its own. It doesn't know that it isn't under any threat. And we let it know by breathing deeply. So it's just expanding the breath. Just feel it move you. Just honor the space that you're creating just by breathing. Stay with that. And then start to stretch the breath even more. Just notice if the spine starts to slouch, it's okay. Notice resistance just to sitting here. And then start to fill the lower belly and the ribs and the heart up with your breath. And then exhale, pull out from the heart, ribs, lower belly. Place both palms now on the lower belly. Inhaling, lower belly, ribs and heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, lower belly. The breath starts to move like a wave. Inhaling, lower belly, ribs and heart. Exhaling, heart, ribs, lower belly. Inhaling, feel the breath expand into the palms. Really fill the breath up. Expand the lower belly and just pause. Now hold on to the breath. Really hold on. And just become aware of your body. The sensations, physical and emotional. Feel it all. Observe it all. Don't become it. And then opening the mouth, exhale, exhale, exhale. Release the breath out. Feel the lower belly. Release everything out into the ether. And then big breath in, filling up. Feeling the lower belly expanding, expanding. Pulling the breath all the way up to the crown. And then pausing at the top as you hold on to that breath. Feel what it feels like to hold on. Just become aware of it. And then exhale, 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 releasing the breath out. One more of those with the eyes closed, breathing in. Steady the breath in, steady the breath out. Steady the breath in, steady the breath out. Start to stretch the breath now. Steady the breath in. Just feel it move through you now. Just notice any subtle changes in the body, the mind, breath. Lovely. And then slowly crack open into the eyes for me. Lovely. And then just circle out the wrists for me. So just becoming aware of that. And then just placing the palms on the tops of the thighs, and you're using the heels of the hand. I'll just demo quickly. So just push the fascia away from you. So it's like you're using the heels of the hands to just give yourself a little bit of love. I'm sorry, I've just realised I'm dressed like a pea, but I'm sure you can deal with that. At least you can see me on the screen. So using the heels of the hand to just create a little bit more space, nice bit of self-massage. Lovely. And then just coming back up. And then rubbing the palms of the hands together. So just creating some heat in the palms now. And then just cupping the palms on top of the eyes. So you just feel that connected energy. Again, feeling length through spine and grounding down. And then release the arms down. Just take them wide and just shake out the wrists for me. Shake them out. Give them a good shake. I won't do it too much because my bracelets sound like Rudolph. Really nice. Keep shaking, keep shaking. And then pause with the palms just above the earth. You feel again that kinetic energy. Shoulders melting down the back. Just feel the energy from the palms to the ground. Take a steady breath in. Steady breath out. Flip the palms open and inhale, inhale. Reach the arms all the way up. And just look up at the sky and rotate the pinky fingers forward as you melt the shoulders down the back. Lovely. And think of all the lovely things that may have happened to you today. There's always something. Think of what is new and good, true and beautiful for you today. Might even be my outfit, you never know. And then slowly draw the palms to heart center. Really lovely, guys. Sealing that in. Breathing. Take a big breath into the heart space and then interlace the hands together on top of the heart space. And then exhale, seal that into the body, into the heart, with the palms resting on the heart. Really nice. Take a big breath into the palms. As you exhale, draw the palms away from you as you round the chin to the chest and you tell the navel to spine. As you inhale, draw the palms back to center. Lovely. As you exhale, take the palms forward, melt the shoulders down the back, keep the spine long. As you inhale, draw the arms all the way up, pausing here. And just bow over to the right for me. Heavy the left sit bone down, lovely. And then just take it to the other side. Nice and easy. And then come back to center, just circle out the wrists for me. And then interlace the hands behind you, broaden through the collarbone, take a really big breath in. Stay for the exhale, really lovely, guys. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, drawing that fist over to the right hand side of the body. So you see I've just got that interlace. I've drawn it to the right side of the body. Drawing the right elbow into the midline as you take the head and neck over to the right. Lovely. And now slowly lower the chin down and then lift it up. Lovely. Slowly lower the chin down and then lift it up. Really nice, guys. Slowly lower and then lift, and then take the fist behind you. Big breath in, filling up. Lovely. Exhale, take that fist over to the left hand side of the body and just draw the elbow into the midline. Drop the head and neck over to the left. And then lower the chin. Up. Lovely. So just nice bit of self-massage, self-soothing. Lovely. And then slowly release and just take the palms on top of the thighs. Take an easy inhale. Easy exhale. Just notice the breath exploring the body now. Just get curious about it again. So you're coming back to the breath. Lovely, guys. Easy inhale. Easy exhale. Crack open into the eyes. Take the weight back onto the back of the sit bones and just change the cross of the legs for me so you have an even place for the hips. It might feel a little bit weird. but just go with it. Rotate the palms in for me, so you've got a little stretch for the wrists on the palms. Take an inhale, take the chest and heart through the gates of the arms. As you exhale, round the chin to the chest and just pause as you tether the navel to the spine. Now shift the weight over to the right for me and then open up through the heart space. Lovely, and start to roll open through the hips. As you exhale, hugging in, tether navel to spine. Inhaling, opening. Lovely, exhaling, rounding. Let the breath explore the body. Find space where space is needed in the body with your breath. Really beautiful, guys. Listen to your body. Lovely. Beautiful. And when you're ready, shift and change direction whenever it calls your name. Lovely, guys. And close into the eyes. Find that introspection. Lovely. Just letting the day go with every breath that you take. Lovely. And then pause with a neutral spine. Keep growing through the crown this time. Really big breath in. Really feel that length as the muscles support the spine up. Lovely. Stay for the exhale. Listen up. As you inhale, I want you to lower the chin to the chest. As you exhale, lift the head and neck back up. Feel the shoulders melt down the back. As you inhale, lower chin to chest. As you exhale, lifting up. Inhaling, lowering. Exhaling, lifting, and pause. Take an easy inhale. Easy exhale. Easy breath in. Easy breath out. Slowly crack open into the eyes. Walk the hands forward. Just find a child's pose. So big toe bones to touch. Knees nice and wide. And just walk the hands forward. Soften through the face. Unhinge the jaw. Lovely. Just feel the breath moving through the body. Lovely. And breathe to the back body. Maybe just rock the forehead left to right, right to left if your head is on the floor. And just soften here. Notice again where you're gripping. Maybe just get curious about where you could let go. Just listen to the body. And just remember, you know best when it comes to this kind of a practice. You know your body better than anybody else. So you just take yourself to where it feels good, feels safe, feels happy. And don't go beyond that. Lovely. Now we're just going to move a little bit more fluid, because you know how I love that. So slowly from here, spread through the fingers, hug the shoulder head back, and then you're going to root down through the forearms, slowly manipulate the spine forward, coming to a cow pose in a tabletop position. So you're dipping the belly down. As you exhale, you're going to dome through the upper back, round chin to chest, and then send the sit bones back towards the heels. Spread through the fingers, soften through the belly. Inhale, the body's riding that breath up. Exhaling, rounding chin to chest, hugging everything in. Nice and easy. Lovely, root down, soften the belly, lifting up. Lovely, exhaling, hugging chin to chest, around, take it easy. Lovely, meet yourself where you are, so start to feel that fluidity moving through you. Lovely, guys, exhaling, hugging in. Lovely, inhaling, one more, take it forward. Lovely, and this time just come up to tabletop, spread through the fingers. Nice and easy, dip the belly down, broaden through the heart space. As you exhale, rounding chin to chest, nice and easy, listen to your body. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, rounding, nice and easy. One more big breath in. As you exhale, tuck through the toes, send the sit bones up and back. Come to a down dog, come to a bent knee down dog for me. So you're keeping your feet at hip width distance, you're sticking the feet out. Lovely, and maybe you start to extend one leg and then the other. So just checking in. Lovely. Keep spreading through the fingers. Lovely. And then slowly, this is as much as we're going to move today. We're going to come to the balls of the feet, and just like you did on the floor, you're going to tuck the tailbone round, track shoulders over the wrist, deeply bend the knees, soften the belly, and send the sit bones up and back. So you're moving a bit like a wave, coming to the balls of the feet, tuck the tailbone, round it forward, and then deeply bend the knees as you soften the belly, and you wave it the whole way back. Lovely. 2 more in your own time. Lovely, guys. Beautiful. So you're just hydrating the tissues. Lovely. And then pause in your downward facing dog for me, and then slowly just walk the hands to meet the feet at the back of the mat. And just find a forward fold, just ragdoll the body over the legs. And if you want to, we're going to stay here for a little while. So if you want to make this deeper, then you just wrap the arms around the legs and you just let the head go, or you can just ragdoll the whole body. So just meet yourself where you are. And we're just going to be hanging out here for a little bit. Just cradling yourself, breathing. Just know that every sensation is a way that your body is communicating with you. So again, you actually know better than I do when it comes to your body and where you want to practice today. So just reminding yourself of what feels good. Don't worry about what looks good. And just softening the knees. We don't want to lock out any energy. Lovely. And then just sway from side to side a little bit. Just cradle yourself after your day. Mondays can be hard because we label them as a bad day. Make it a magic Monday today. That's really cringe of me, but it's true. Magic Mondays. And just listen to the breath. Lovely. And then slowly releasing the arms, ragdoll the body if you haven't already. Lovely. Scan the body. Where could you do a little bit less even? Lovely. And then slowly start to manipulate the spine all the way up to stand. Nice and easy, super slowly. Lovely. Last one upwards. Beautiful. Let's take the left hand to the heart, right hand to the lower belly. Soften through the knees, lengthen tailbone towards the floor, and breathe. Follow the breath. Where are you gripping? Where are you holding on? Just acknowledge quality of the inhale and the exhale as it moves through you. Notice the breath. Notice how you're speaking to yourself. How can you reframe that language? And again, coming back to what is new and good, true and beautiful about your life situation right now. There's always something good. Lovely. Now slowly heel toe the feet out for me as you crack open into the eyes. So the toes are just going to track a little bit wider than the hips. And then slowly lower down, find Malasana squat. So just slowly lowering down like you're sliding down a wall. And just lovely, just sitting with yourself. Palms to heart center when you get there. And as this is a restorative class, if you do want to sit on some cushions or some blocks, then obviously go ahead, but just see what feels okay for you. And just, if you're not using blocks, just squeeze the knees towards the elbows towards the knees, and find a little bit of length through the crown of the head. And just feel the sensations in the body, the mind. Just sit with this fire a little bit. Where can you feel these sensations? What can you notice about the way the mind responds to the sensations in the hips, in the ankles maybe, wherever you're feeling this? And we can meet our edge without going beyond it. So it's good to just challenge the body a little bit. The mind will quit long before the body will. Softening in. And just get curious about how the thinking mind is labeling the pose. Lovely. And now slowly just make 2 fists alongside the ears. Reach the arms up, root down through the feet, and ever so slowly start to rise yourself all the way up to stand, really slowly. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely, guys. And then when you get there, just slowly, just release the arms down alongside the body, drop them down. Lovely. Really nice. Really beautiful, guys. Inhale, reach the arms up for me, reach them high. Lovely. Rotate the pinky fingers forwards. Imagine you're trying to catch the leaves or the rain. And then or the sun rays. Slowly circle the wrist down as you exhale, exhale, exhale. Release them down. Really lovely. Inhaling, flip the palms open, rising up, rising up, rising up. Beautiful, really beautiful, guys. Lovely. And then exhaling, circle out the wrists. Lovely, as you take them all the way back alongside the body. Left hand to heart, right hand to lower belly. Breathe, follow the breath. Close into the eyes. And again, really imagine the breath is going into the depths of the body, feeling that depth. Lovely. And now start to heel toe the feet out for me. Toes are dragging out. You're going to slowly lower back down into Malasana, nice and easy, like you're sliding down a wall. Lovely. Breathing. Yeah, and this time maybe go a little bit deeper, maybe challenge yourself if you didn't go all the way last time. And just pause, feel the space in the body, and the breath. Listen to the way that you're talking to yourself. Lovely, and just follow the breath. And again, keeping the length through the spine, just remembering that the mind quits before the body, always. And then slowly just draw the arms up, make little fists and draw them up alongside the ears. And then slowly, slowly, nice and easy, root down to rise all the way back up. Lovely, guys. Heel toe the feet back in. Lovely. And then this time, as you release the arms, circle out the wrists, hinge at the hips and fold the body over the legs. Lovely. Interlace the palms behind you. Really lovely. Beautiful. And then just sway from side to side a little bit. Beautiful. Lovely. And then releasing the arms down, fully round over the body now, really feeling that. And then wrapping the palms behind the shin, grabbing opposite elbows, maybe letting the head go. And then release the arms, walk them forwards for me. Come back into downward facing dog, and then just drop the knees to the floor for me, coming back to tabletop. Take an easy breath in, lifting up, and an easy breath out, rounding. So just resetting the spine, inhaling, lifting, exhaling, rounding. Really lovely, guys. Now slowly step the right foot outside the right palm for me and send the left leg back. So you want to not be on top of that left knee, you send it all the way back. Lovely. And then option here to stay on the palms. Also option if you have blocks or books, if you want to make this easier, because we're going to be holding it for a little while, to take your hands to a prop. Option to take the forearms all the way down and roll to the knife edge of that right foot. Now just meet yourself where you are and just find a place that feels okay, and just start at the easy end of the spectrum because we're going to be hanging out here for a little bit. Follow the breath. Just notice the way that this part of the body is talking to you. Notice resistance to being in a hip opener. And see if you can label it as good, because it is. My personal favourite anyway. Can be quite excruciating for some people though, so if you're in that camp, just make it easier for yourself. You've always got that option. And just close the eyes. softening in. Lovely, guys. Now slowly from here, start to shimmy that left leg across the top of the mat. So the shin's going across the top of the mat. Send the left leg all the way back. You know where we're going, my favourite pigeon. So keep flexing through that left foot. And then take the hand wide for me. The pelvis is square to the top of the mat. We're just going to find a little bit of movement. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, slowly lower the body down. So just find that link of movement to breath. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling, take it down. Lovely, guys. So just listen to the body, listen to the breath. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, take it down. Lovely. So just moving, breathing, let the body ride that breath. And if you feel like that right sit bone's hanging out to the earth too much, then we're just going to grab a little block or a book and just place it underneath, only if you feel like it's on the floor. Otherwise, slowly start to lower down, take the forearms to the earth, maybe forehead to the earth, and just melt into your pigeon. Best pose in the world, eh? Takes a while to get into a pigeon, so we're just going to use this time in our restorative practice, because that's what it's here for, to really get into this posture. And again, we're getting into the liver meridian in this pose, so just notice what that does for you. Notice the sensations you're feeling, and just anchor into them. Give yourself permission to feel these feelings. And just come back to the breath wherever you are. Just bring yourself back to your breath. Softening the face and just any body part that is holding on a little bit more than it needs to be. Just interrupt the mind with your breath. You've noticed that the mind's taking you away. We'll try and do that. Don't judge yourself. It's just how it works. And then whenever you're ready, just walk the hands up. Just guide yourself out nice and easy. Just take the weight onto that right sit bone for me. And then you're going to guide that left leg all the way around, and you're going to stack it on top of the right leg. So then you're meeting the left knee to the left foot and the left foot to the right knee. I'm going to face you. So if this is too much, then simply cross the legs. If you've got a little gap in between your knee and your foot, like I do, grab a little blanket and just place it underneath. It'll help you. Flex through both feet. So some days you might come to this pose and you have a gap. Some days you might come and there's no gap. Just dependent on your body. What your body carries you differently every day. So just become aware of that. I think a lot of people get really fixated on their bodies being able to do the same thing on the mat every day, and it just isn't the case. So that's why it's important just to honor and respect your body in that sense. And then take a big breath in, flex through both feet. As you exhale, maybe you start to fold. This is a double hip opener, so it can be quite a lot. So you can just cross the legs. And again, start at the easier end of the spectrum, so go easy. Big breath in creates length. As you exhale, you fold. Nice and easy. Close the eyes, breathe. It's a lot, so I'm going to stay with you on this one. Keep breathing. Flexing through both feet to protect the knees. Maybe take it a little bit lower now. Just breathe to any places that are holding tension or discomfort. Got about 5 more breaths to go. So if you want to go deeper, now's a good time. If you want to ease out, now's a good time. Now is always a good time for everything. And now slowly, lovely guys, walk the hands up, nice and easy. And just extend the legs out in front of you. Just give them a good tap. A lot, hey? Just get the energy moving back through the leg. Really nice, guys. Well done. Whoa, a lot of hip opening. Cross through the ankle, plant through the palms. Just come back to a tabletop for me. Knees in line with the hips, wrists in line with shoulders. Now take an inhale, chest and heart through the gates of the arms. As you exhale, round the chin to the chest, dome the upper back. Now shift the weight over to the right, bend through the elbows and then lower. So you're just making a big circle like you're inside a barrel. Really nice. So just keep moving in that way and just let the breath explore. Lovely. And then shift and change direction for me. In your own time. Lovely. And then pausing with a neutral spine. Take a steady breath in. And a steady breath out. Now slowly step the left foot outside the left hand and send the right leg back in space. So shimmy it back. So you're in your lizard. Now again, options, you can grab your blocks and lift up, or you can take it down, take the palms down, maybe you take the forearms down, maybe you roll to the knife edge of the left foot, knowing that you're going to be holding this for a little while. So just meet yourself in a place that you know you can be in for a little bit without forcing anything. Lovely. Just get curious about this side of the body. This is the creative side of the body. So just notice where you might be feeling tension here. The right side is our more logical side. There's a little fact for you. And you can move around a little bit, just make some little circles with the pelvis if that feels okay. Serves as a nice distraction if it's a little bit uncomfortable. Lovely, guys. And then slowly, nice and easy. If you're not already on the palms, come up onto the palms and slowly just sneak that left shin across the mat and send the right leg back. So you're settling into a pigeon. Flex through the left foot and then take the hands nice and wide for me. Now, tuck through the back toe, just shimmy in line with that right hip if it's snuck out. And then inhale, create length through the spine, melt the shoulders down the back. As you exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, lifting up. Lovely, exhale, take it down, lovely, with your breath, nice and easy, just moving like a wave, linking movement to breath. Lovely, guys. One more, and then maybe lower down into your pigeon, and just soften as you come all the way down. Just soften in. And then when you're ready, just slowly start to guide yourself up. Go easy, because that left hip's still nice and open. Take the left sit bone to the floor and just drive the right leg. And just don't overthink it. You're going to stack the left foot on top of the right knee. Hang on. Look, sorry, don't listen to me. You're just going to stack the right foot on top of the left knee. It's all fun and games. Really nice. So you're going to swung that right leg around and you're stacking it on top. So just find that alignment with the knee to each foot, and the shins need to almost be parallel. If they're not, then just come to cross-legged position. And again, see, if you notice on this side, I don't actually need a blanket because there's no gap. This is why our bodies are weird and we have to listen to them. If you do find that there is a gap, just grab a little something just to fill that gap and keep flexing through both feet. Take a big breath in and then maybe start to lengthen and fold. This is a deep, deep hip opener, so go easy. Start the easier end of the spectrum, knowing that you have time to be here. That's super important. So then you've got this time. It's such a gift. So you really start to lower down nice and easy. And you feel that length. And then you lower down. And you keep flexing through both feet. And you let the breath explore the back of the body, the central nervous system. Breathe into the space in between each vertebrae. And you might surprise yourself about how deep you can go into this pose just by using the breath. I remember the first time I did this, I was like, I can't do it. And then I just stay with the breath, and you just start to surprise yourself. Just listen. And again, it's using the breath, hinging at the hips and lengthening and letting go. There's a lot of letting go involved in these kinds of closes. And then when you're ready, slowly start to walk the hands up. Nice and easy. And again, just release the legs. Give them a good affectionate tap. Really lovely, guys. And then just flexing through both feet and just start to manipulate the spine all the way down towards the earth. Nice and easy. And then just take the hands wide for me, and then just cross the right leg over the left. Scooch the pelvis over to the right, drop the knees over to the left, gaze over to the right, breathe into the right lung, and just wring out the body, neutralizing the spine after all that forward folding. And then slowly come all the way back up. And just drop the knees to the other side. So just change the cross of the legs. And just let that twist find you. So without forcing anything, just melt, let the body melt into that position. And just deepen the breath now. And then slowly release, come all the way back. Lovely. And now come to waterfall or legs against the wall if you're near a wall. I'd recommend a wall if you have one near you. If not, then it would be amazing if you grabbed a block or some books to place underneath your pelvis, or just a cushion, or nothing, and then extend the legs up towards the sky. And just melt the shoulders down the back. If you have a wall, amazing, or a bed in Debbie's case, which I know comes in handy. Lovely, guys. So just driving the legs up and just letting that blood flow move down in towards your vital organs. Now, just notice that the body's going to work to keep the legs up. So it's an active, passive pose. So just notice the sensations you're feeling. And just coming to this place of grounding. So the body loves this before sleep. It's a really good place to just let the blood flow come towards every body part that needs oxidizing. So just let that be. And just close the eyes, feel the residue of your practice. Allow for things to be as they are. And then whenever you're ready, just slowly start to lower down. If you wish to take your Shavasana with the legs up the wall, then of course you can. Otherwise, just slowly dropping down now into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. So grabbing any layers that you might need, anything to make you super cozy, super comfortable to just to end the practice. And just breathing. So just releasing control of your body and the breath, and just imagine that you are floating. So just imagine that the body is weightless in water, perhaps suspended, and you're not dependent on anything. You're not dependent even on your breath. You're just dependent on being present in your body. So just letting all the work that you've just done for the last 55 minutes do its thing. Let the body absorb you. Let the body absorb the practice you've given it. Just let the body heal. Slowly start to deepen the breath if you wish to come out of your Shavasana. Otherwise, just stay as you are. And again, invite the breath deep into the deeper realms of the body. And then slowly start to wiggle the fingers and the toes as you let the breath out, releasing toxins. And then extend the arms alongside the ears, big stretch. And then slowly, nice and easy, just hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. And just roll to the right side of the body when you're ready, and just pause. And then your own time, start to lead yourself all the way up to sit. Lovely, just feeling the residue of that in the body and the breath. And then bringing palms to heart center, bowing the busy mind to the wisdom of your heart. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Hope you sleep well.